It is 100% bait. This is easily the most bait title I've ever given a stream.
Oh shit. Still waiting for it to pop up. There we go. It's literally just your name. I can't see a title.
I'm sorry. All right, the title.
Ohio, shint. Oh my god. Yeah, possible cancellation imminent.
What? It's the line from Fist of the North Star,
Oh, is that what it's from?
obviously. Right, do we have a better title? Come on, we must have a better name. Let's call it uh uh. Come on, man, you're supposed to be the smart one here.
So I mean, we're going to be getting into some NPCs tonight, probably, because this game's kind of built up from the NPCs. In fact, you can see in the bottom right that you have to go around recruiting some people. So maybe a pun on recruitment.
Perfect. There you go. Right, moving on. How do you play this game again? Oh, it's been a while.
It's like a Batman, but only feudal Japanese.
Well, I've still got enough brain power.
Indeed. Ah, yes, we're going back to Japanese with subs.
Oh yeah, it sounds so much better.
I have to agree, it does make it sound more authentic.
Yeah, plus like Japanese, right? Something I was thinking about the other day, right? But you know, you hear languages, right? And when you don't know that language, it all has like a certain sound. And you see people like they make YouTube videos and it's like this is what English sounds like to people that don't speak English, and it just kind of sounds like they're speaking The Sims. You know, it all sounds like it's got the right
Yeah.
cadence and flow of an English sentence, but it isn't. It's just made up shite, right?
Yep.
And you can be like, oh, is that how we sound to people that don't speak English? Oh, that's cool, is right. And then there's other languages, right? So some of the languages in the world I think sound hysterical when you don't speak that language. And some of them just sound fucking cool. And Japanese is one of those languages that I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'll listen to people speak it all goddamn day.
It is super interesting as a language. It's set up very, very differently to our own, and I think that's maybe why it sounds so unusual to us, because like all the like the sentence structure and all that, it's all based around its own rules.
Right. How did I do the parry again? Oh, never mind, I'm fucking dead. How did I parry again?
Is it not L1?
Is it L1? Right, okay, I've been playing different games and the control scheme's just locked into my brain for everything else now.
Yeah, we got another one coming in. There we go. So when you're doing the square go, if you get hit, you'll be put to critical, and you can like as you go on, you've expanded it by one already, but like you'll be able to like hack down more than one people at the start of combat.
Right, I need to remember how all of the buttons work. How did I throw kunai again?
Check. I'm pretty sure it's got a button map in the menu.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it better. Controls. There we go. Okay, quick fire
There we go.
weapons. R1. Right, kunai. Fire, hold stance. Okay, right, okay. Block. Quick attack, assassinate. Yeah. Alright, alright.
So your kunai is R1.
Alright. I'm gonna have to hope that I get better at the gameplay within the next kind of 5-10 minutes, or we're going to spend most of the night just watching me scrub out because I have nothing to talk about, man. I ain't got
Well,
shit.
I have some like interesting bits and pieces that I picked up on the way home. So I do have some things for us to talk about. So I'll start us off by,
Thank
do you
God.
remember? Do you remember Yuji Naka got arrested? Sonic's dad.
How could I forget?
Yeah. So for anyone just joining us who like doesn't know about this story, Yuji Naka was arrested for
Well,
he,
hang on. Back up a little bit further, a little bit further.
uh-huh.
For any, pretend that people have got no idea who Yuji Naka is, right? We're
Okay.
gonna have to go back and explain the lore of the legend here. So Yuji Naka is a very prominent video game developer,
Hmm.
most known for bringing the beloved and unforgettable Balan Wonderland to consoles recently.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um,
he did this
and
other
it,
thing as well with a fucking blue rat or something back in the day, but that was
yeah,
shit. That's
yeah,
so.
that's ancient history now, right?
Yeah,
Um,
he's like Mario's ball boy at the Olympic tennis court or something now.
so, so yeah, famous for bringing Sonic to life, and more recently with Balan Wonderworld, because that game was a dumpster fire. But it was, but Balan is actually kind of relevant to the story because that game was produced by Square Enix, and
Ugh.
and yeah, I know, right? And when he first moved over to Square Enix, and kind of got integrated, got to make the game, but it ran into a few bumps in the road, and we ended up with what we got. Also, while he was there, he got wind of the fact that Square Enix was going to be releasing a mobile game based on a beloved IP, and
We've
it's
never
not
done
been.
that before.
And I don't think it was like entirely stated exactly what game it was, but it's thought I think it was thought that it was Final Fantasy VII First Soldier. That again complete dumpster fire of a game that
Oh my
lasted less than a year.
goodness, almost 3 years with Ronin subbing, dude.
Oh hey,
Have we been doing this? I know that the first two of them were Hollow Knight.
yeah, that's 3 years next month.
That's disgusting. We need to stop. No.
You're probably the only streamer I know, Dargo, that bemoans their subscribers.
You guys could buy sweets or like cigarettes or like shoelaces or a kite.
Kite.
I don't know.
Any number of things, but they choose to support you, man.
I just don't get it. It's indicative of a mental health disorder.
So now we're getting to bow.
That's only half bow.
Yeah, just a half bow.
All right.
So so Yuji Naka and his buddies got wind that there was going to be a new Square Enix released mobile game, and they decided that they were going to discreetly buy shares in the company that was developing it, which, for anyone who doesn't know, that's called insider trading, and it's illegal.
Can't do that.
Yep, you can't do it.
Can't let
It's
you do that, Star Fox.
it's essentially a kind of low form of market manipulation, which is hella illegal.
Just to put it
But
into kind of like layman terms, imagine there's a football team that are about to play against another football team, and you just so happen to know that the guy dishing out the Snickers at halftime has put laxatives in one team's side.
Yeah.
It was you that gave them the like you're totally in on it, but then you go down to the bookies and you're like, oh, I don't know, I think in the second half this team might take a wee dip and the underdogs might win. I'm going to put $100 dues on that with a return of, you've got the insider knowledge knowing that these people are all going to shite their arse on the 65th minute.
Uh-huh.
Nobody could predict that. So,
Yeah.
that is obviously you have manipulated things to your advantage. Not allowed to do that.
Yeah, not at all. And because of that, the discreet buying of these shares was not as discreet as first thought. He was caught, and it was essentially, he's now had his day in court, and essentially that he has been sentenced to 30 months in prison. But it is a suspended sentence, which means that unless he engages in any other kind of illegal activity, he probably won't see any jail time.
Do you think he'll be able to keep away from it? Because he's already been busted twice.
Well, that kind of, I suppose that kind of remains to be seen, especially when the other half of this sentence that he's been handed carries a fine of $1.2 million.
Oof.
Yeah, it is, which is reasonably rough on like an individual, and we can only hope that he's learned his lesson and that the Sonic years were good to him.
Yeah, I don't know how much money he made from the old Sonic back in the day, but he's lost a shit ton of it now, boys.
Yeah, for sure. And in a bid to go chasing after and enriching himself, he's actually put himself in the hole quite a bit.
Let's fuck with him with Hornets.
Yeah, so you can. So there's a couple of things you can do here. There's the Hornets, which are right there. There's also the explosive barrels, which you can wait until they're near, and then that happens. Yeah.
But I love it. Oh no, the horse! I set the horse on fire. I didn't want to do that. Who the hell's left?
So the bow is reasonable in this game. What I will say is that yeah, there's another hornet's nest to the right. The kind of downside is that we are getting like continually fed ammunition here because it's like lying around next to us, but the carrying capacity on the bow is absolute shit.
Right.
Because we have a total of 8 arrows.
Oh.
That we can carry, and like getting arrows again. I mean, you can like replenish them, but you only have like so many shots. So it's not like for example like in Zelda or Skyrim where you can have like an entire play style that's entirely based on range right from the beginning. You can spec into bow later, but you do need to like devote a bit of time grinding out resources to expand your carrying capacity.
Ah, asshole. Oh, this guy's armored.
Yeah, he's a captain. So he's going to be a little bit tougher.
Ah, shit. Oh, I shouldn't be alive. Where's the archer? I see them. Right, come over here, boys. We take those.
And Sensei Ishikawa's got plot armor, so it's okay.
Yeah, he does. What a bold strategy.
Later on, we will get a bigger, badder bow, which has even less carrying capacity, but it does hit like a train when you fire it.
That's
Can knock people off walls and shit with it.
Yeah, we want the 50 cal bow.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
It's basically just a ballista.
Well, I mean, these style of bows, like that you're using is a half bow, and it's a goodly size, but the long bow that we get later is like as tall, if not taller than us.
See what that explosion. Oh my god, that guy's missing his face. They took my face! Holy shit. What happened to this guy? He died in quite a dignified pose.
Yeah, face off.
I mean, that's one of the things that I like to always look for in a game, is to see if my attacks are actually doing visible, tangible damage to things, or whether I'm just like taking the health bar down.
Yeah.
Because that will determine how I go about doing things. If it's going to be more entertaining to see someone getting like minced in the incinerator, or the mincinerator.
Yeah.
That's the bincinerator, but it's got more blades on it.
Still got fire in the middle.
Yeah. It's still hot, but it's also jaggy.
For when you just need it extra gone.
Yeah. The only thing worse than hot fire is jaggy fire, let me tell you. So yeah, old UG boy's got his 30 months, but it's been suspended, so he just has to not be a naughty boy.
Yes.
And if he is late home for dinner one more time, there will be big trouble.
And he pays his money, and that's it.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have to pay it; he just has to pledge it.
Yeah, well, I mean, some people would say paying and pledging something would be the same thing.
Some people would.
Yep. Oh man. So I mean, Yuji Naka still looking pretty good for the end of year biggest L's.
Yeah, I mean, he is a contender, but I don't know. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to topple Nordic with the or Daedalic rather with the Golem.
Yeah. Game. Well, I got a really spicy one next, which might be in the running. So you know how various countries will have their own video games ratings board. Yes. Right.
I believe we have the ESRB.
Yep, we do. And there is one for Korea. And Korea's ratings board recently awarded a game called Blue Archive, which is like a sort of anime gacha game, kind of like Genshin Impact.
Oh, I get it. Is it called Blue Archive because back in the day they used to refer to pornos as blue movies, and this is your archive of porno gacha waifus?
Well, it definitely seems to be quite waifu heavy, whatever it is. I don't know anything about the game. I just know that it has anime gals in it.
It is a mobile game so that you can play it with one hand intentionally.
I mean, you might not be wrong there. However, the Korean ratings board handed this game an 18 certificate, and the reason that they gave was because they felt that there was too much kind of nudity or borderline nudity and sexual content essentially for it to be anything less. But the game's fan base disagreed. And there was a petition which amassed over 5,000 signatures, which as a petition, not that massive. We have seen petitions for stuff that have passed the millions and things like that, and still fuck all happens with them. But this petition getting 5,000 signatures was enough for it to be reviewed.
Okay. By who?
So it was passed back to the ratings boards for a second look, and at the same time, the Korean, I think it was the Korean government or whoever their like kind of standards are for this kind of thing, also audited the company, the ratings board, and what they found was that there were a number of high-level staff members embezzling enormous amounts of money to fund a Bitcoin mining operation.
Okay.
Right. And this was all going on behind the scenes for years. And there was like a whole load of other like kind of like poor practices in terms of how they conducted themselves. Their quality control was shit. And coupled with this actual crime that was taking place, the ratings board for Korea has now been completely routed. And all of the people who were like kind of the instigators in embezzling the money have all been fired and charged with this crime, and it's just it all rose because of anime titties.
You should have just let the weebs have their titties. God damn! It reminds me of an ancient Korean proverb. I believe it is. I believe it is fuck around and find out.
Yep.
And it seems like these guys fucked around, and it seems like they may have in fact found out.
Yeah, for sure. And it all happened like kind of fairly quickly by the looks of things, and it's just a kind of bizarre thing to watch unfold. And if it weren't for this game's fan base being kind of a bit vocal about having their game unjustly rated, that this whole thing was uncovered. Otherwise, it would still be going on now.
And do you know what the weirdest part about this whole thing is that I don't feel like the outrage for the game being rated that way would have been anything other than these people just want to be able to play this weird porny gacha game in public in peace.
Yeah. So the only other kind of thing that I wanted to bring up, which I thought was quite interesting, was Nintendo have just published their annual report for the financial year.
Oh.
And it shows how much like some of the company's biggest names take home each year. Okay, so how like in the gaming industry, how like some companies, the CEOs get paid more than others.
Yes.
And how just to give you just to check with you, I mean, like, what do you think Shigeru Miyamoto takes home a year?
Bro, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I mean, what's the Japanese national average fucking salary?
Okay, then we'll change tack. I only mentioned him because he's a familiar face, and really really famous within Nintendo. But just for talking's sake, then, what do you think the top man, Shuntaro Furukawa, the CEO of Nintendo of Japan at the moment, what do you think he takes home in terms of bucks?
I know the value of nothing.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I assume he takes home
right
7 figures. He's got a harem of people that are dressed like Zero Suit Samus at all times.
I'm going to give you a counterpoint to see if you can to help you kind of make sense of it a little bit, right? So comparing this with the CEO of EA, Andrew Wilson.
Okay.
He took home, like I think it was the last financial year, he took home some $40 million, and
Okay.
that was considered. That I'm pretty sure that was considered a light year for him when he has in the past commanded, like 50, $60 million.
Back in the loot
It,
box days.
so compared with that, what do you think top man at Nintendo makes?
Right. Okay. So the EA boy got 40 mil. EA
Uh-huh.
are dog shit awful, but they did have quite a good year with their gacha pish. Oh, it's a golden bird. Ooh. Um.
Yeah, follow
Yeah.
him. He will lead you to stuff.
I've already lost where he went. Oh well. There was a tree in the way.
He'll come back.
Alright, so 40 million, but that's with the gacha pish. That's with EA have FIFA, EA have Madden, EA have the fucking NHL games. Oh, hi, bird. So I'm gonna guess that he got less than 40 million, even though we did have
Hmm.
a stellar year for Nintendo and we got the movie and all that.
Even
Um,
though EA is a company and Nintendo is a platform.
yeah, because I feel like Nintendo don't engage anywhere
Hmm.
near as heavily in the milking, the constant. Like I feel like Nintendo are happy to roll up to your house once a year with just a reskinned entry into one of their big four franchises and being like, here you go. It's a new Nintendo product. The one last year served you well, right? Well, this year's model's even better, and you're like, oh, cool, this year's model's even better. That's great. Whereas I feel like the
Yeah.
EA guys are outside your house, and anytime you look out the window, they're just standing there with a picket sign going like, buy DLC! And they phone you, and it's like the calls coming from inside the house, and they might have a couple of your family members handcuffed to a radiator somewhere. We don't know.
As a backup, just in case you say no.
Oh, hey guys, how we all doing? Look who's back. What you do back for more? No FF7. No, right. So Tuesdays we play. This is myself. This is our Tuesday slot. We play whatever games we fancy. Usually something that's going to induce rage in me because that entered. Oh my god, look at that!
Oh, look at that.
Holy shit! We're just going to stand here for a minute while I give this exposition. Thursdays is when myself and Willowkin play something else, and that just happened to be FF7, and you just happened to join us for FF7 because you just love that shit as much as I do.
And we are currently playing through Ghost of Tsushima, and we just started it last week. We are still fairly early in the game, and we're still kind of finding our feet.
I've not got a goddamn clue what's going on.
So essentially, you have crossed off some progress there, in
Pardon.
the menu screen there. You can see that you have recruited Sensei Ishikawa now. So that's one name crossed off.
Did I? Where the hell did it say that?
So see what it says progress, bottom right.
Okay.
Yeah. So you've progressed Ishikawa's quest enough that you can that you consider him recruited. You can continue his story if you want to. And you will get more kind of bow related things. I think you get some bow cosmetics if you continue along that line.
Okay.
Or you can branch out into one of the other quests and recruit.
Hang on. Right now, I'm
Right now we're bird chasing.
Yeah, I'm spending my time much the same way I spent it in high school, just aimlessly chasing birds I'll never catch.
Yeah, well, it is worth chasing those golden birds in this because they can lead you to all sorts of shit. Sometimes they lead you to like survivors' camps, which it looks like this one is taking you right now. And
It's
sometimes,
a dog.
hey,
Oh, it dances! Yay, happy dog.
so this one appears to be leading you to a camp, but sometimes they lead you to springs that expand your health.
What does this guy do? Ranged capacity upgrades.
Yeah, this is where you upgrade your arrows, and you upgrade that by giving beast skins.
Okay, right, okay. Quick fire, that's also predator hides. Ammo and resources. Right, okay, so this guy lets me just buy shit like that. Right, okay.
Yeah.
What do you do? Who are you?
So some of these will be quest givers.
Ah. Do we have plans to continue FF7? Yes, we are continuing
Absolutely.
that on Thursday.
Yeah. And we'll both be there.
Yeah. Normally the way we try and split it up is that like Tuesdays you and I do the kind of like gaming news and run down like what's going on in the world of gaming, and Emma and I's more like a media focused thing, like what's going on with TV and film. But recently it's just become an absolute brouhaha of like we're all just kind of doing everything.
Yeah, we're all up in each other's business all the time.
I know, right? You guys have even moved in together years before we started doing this. It was wild. I don't know how you knew. I don't know how you knew.
Well, it turned out great. So yeah, now we can get vanity gear for the bow, and we can change the thing in that. The flowers that you've been picking up let you buy the hats, which you just saw in there. I spent the entire game with a hat that I randomly picked up, and I did send you a picture of this. This was the giant straw hat, the big lampshade-shaped thing. I put that thing on, and that was my character for the rest of the game. Mighty Lampshade Sama.
Not even mad.
And it was so much fun. So see that Lady Masako quest that you just hovered over there?
Yes.
You can see what you get as a reward from the quests that you do. And for her, you get new samurai armor, which is geared towards like samurai techniques. So it'll boost your ability to sword fight essentially. You'll also get armor sets that'll do that for the roguelike skills. So all the throwing weapons and the smoke bombs and things that we're going to get later. And there's like some that do in between. So as far as I know, it's just the armor chest pieces that have the actual stat change thing on it.
Okay.
The other items, like for the headband slot and like the sword kits and the bow kits, they're all cosmetic.
I'm so ready to play this like it's Returnal. But it's not. It's very different.
Yeah, so we're going to have plenty of chance to fashion souls during this game.
Fabulous. So, my friend, what have you been playing this week?
Well, I have been jumping in between kind of two games mainly, and that has been I've been doing a little bit of Hogwarts Legacy, and I'm doing a lot of bit of FF16.
I didn't know you were a bigot.
Well, I do enjoy the game so far.
Disparaging minorities, you right? That's what you were going to say, wasn't it?
Yeah. But no, I have been enjoying the game so far. It's actually I actually quite like the wand combat in it. And I think that's what's going to kind of keep me interested, is to go down the I'm going to duel everyone route.
Okay.
And I've decided that because I've been chosen and branded as a Gryffindor, I'm doing my first playthrough in that house. Makes sense.
And you are though, like you are one of the people that is the least difficult to decide. That hat wouldn't even come out the box; it would be still inside, just going Gryffindor.
We've got a subscribe with Prime from Yusta.
Oh shit! Thank you so much. Oh, and look who else is in the chat. What are you doing here? Wait your turn. This isn't Thursday.
So yeah, we've been kind of looking into kind of how good it is to kind of work towards platinums on a PS5 because it tells you how many of each thing you have left in a lot of cases.
Yes, it's very handy.
And you can pin trophies now.
Oh, I know. Trust me. I have been sitting rubbing my thighs over the UI in the PS5 for about a week now. It is just insanely, insanely good. Okay.
So these will, well done. These will expand your focus.
Okay.
Nice.
That was fun. I like that.
Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of them all around the map.
See, now, I feel like when you've got any instance of an open world game with any kind of RPG elements, then mini games and side content is vital to filling out that world and making it feel like there's shit to do in it other than just go to location, kill monsters. I wonder what game I'm referring to.
Just you wait until we compose our first haiku.
Do you know that was actually something I was thinking about doing before we came on stream today, was coming up with a bunch of like weird haikus and just busting them out randomly at some point, but then I thought, nah, A, I'm not that creative, B, I'm not that high, and C, I don't have enough faith in myself to come up with something that isn't just going to instantly get me cancelled.
So Legend Storyteller is for, I believe, multiplayer stuff. Legends mode. There are a bunch of these guys around just like waffling nonsense to try and draw you in, but they are also, I think they become fast travel points as well.
Right, okay, yeah.
So there is use of them outside of that.
I'll go around and just kind of talk to everybody just now, and then we'll pick a side quest and go for it. Can you go from like 1 to 9 just with one side dude and just take him all the way up, so by the time you go to recruit the second one, you've already got like the most pimped out gear from the last guy, and you're like, yeah, see? Yeah.
Okay, so with the way that this game works, as you saw when we started, it came up Act 1. So this game works in acts, and the storylines for the characters are like, they go up to a point and then they're gated behind you clearing the act.
Right.
Because you're going to get access as the game goes on and we progress through the acts of the story, you're going to get access to more and more of the map.
Right, okay.
We're essentially going to be working our way, I think it's south then north again.
Well, let's go back to the sensei just now, see if we can advance him just a wee bit. And then we'll carry on. Is there a way I can just, like, do I have, like, a nearby fast travel for him? Can I not just fast travel? Ah, there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
We're not pissing around on foot here. I would have loved it if every time you fast travelled, some little dude, like, just a really thin, lean dude in a straw hat and sandals came up with a rickshaw. And you just got in the rickshaw and he was just like it's up the side of the hill and all this. No gear. Fuck, man. Oh, that's what I want.
Well, if you want to do the whole straw hat samurai thing, there is, like, we are going to be recruiting the straw hats as part of Act 1. And you do get their armor set for doing it.
Sick. Alright, so this girl's apparently the baddest of the bad. She runs with scissors.
I love that they do this as well. At the start of every kind of decent sized quest, they put up like the title as if it's like the start of an episode.
But it seems like she's training the Mongols. What's going on
here? It does seem that way.
Yeah. So, Monster Hunter. Oh, okay. Yes, I think that maybe was happening. Ishikawa gets it.
Yeah, he's kind of lived through the invasion and is kind of right. I know it's really not kind of safe for me to be a samurai in public. And I'm just going to chill out here up on my hilltop. And you know, if people come around to fuck with me, I'll fuck them up.
I can't even be mad. Do you think at any point there was ever a point in Japanese history or Mongol history where they had like ancient feudal whatever's like going on in America right now, where they were just like, no, don't take my bows, don't take my bow.
Well,
I've got it for protection.
Apparently, that did happen to a degree in Germany. And it was all about like kind of the laws surrounding who was allowed to carry a sword. And essentially, it kind of the what kind of rose out of that was people, you know, basically asking, well, okay, what counts as a sword? And like they rhymed off a couple of things, like, you know, a sword is double edged. It's like it has a particular type of handle and a particular type of guard, and it's forged in a particular way. What they didn't specify was how big. You know, something has to be before it's considered a sword. And in a stunning display of like basically finding loopholes and exploiting them, they made these things called messer, which were essentially single-edged swords.
Hang on a minute.
How
did this motherfucker do that? How'd he do that?
How did he do that? I don't know if he's going to explain it. There we go.
Okay.
He made you climb because he wanted to give you a challenge.
Asshole. I'm going to tie his ponytail to the back of his bow so when he tries to pull it out, he shoots himself. Just launches himself like a big arrow.
He just leaps into his bow and stretches out.
Brilliant. Now we're playing ancient Mongolian golf. Sure, that's right. Right, anyway, I have been playing some new games this week.
Mm-hmm.
Testing out the old
You have?
PS5. I have. I found out something very interesting about a game that's been on my radar for quite some time. Have you heard of a little game called Stranded Deep?
I have. Didn't we get it free 1 month for PSN?
We did. That's ahead and about. Oh my god, hi. Alright, lads. Hey. Where's your fish? No, Dad. Bad dog. Ow! Bad arrows. Right, take out the dicks with the arrows first. There we go. But I didn't want to dodge roll, I just wanted to sidestep. There we go. Don't roll into the pointy bit. Oh, you're an ancient Japanese fanny, ain't you? Throw a kunai. Nice. God tier. No one can touch me. Literally the best there's ever been. Right, what was all this in service for? So yeah, so Stranded Deep, right?
Mm-hmm.
If anybody out there is playing Stranded Deep, here's a little thing that's been going on that you might not be aware of. There has been an error found in Stranded Deep. It's a problem with the coding
He's behind
and
you.
the... I know, I'm just exploring.
All right, fair it is.
The developer has got no intentions of fixing this error.
Okay.
Alright, so let me explain how it works, okay? Let's say you're playing the game and you manage to achieve the platinum trophy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you go online and you play with a friend. Let's say I've got the platinum, right? And you're like, oh, Stranded Deep, it's got co-op. I've never played that. Do you want to jump on and play the co-op? And they're like, yeah, sure, whatever. And we load into the game. You may be hit, as soon as you load into my game, you may be hit with a cascade of trophies, including the platinum.
Oh shit.
Apparently, as soon as you're in a host game and that host has got the platinum, it just registers that you've done everything as well. So if anybody wants to play Stranded Deep to platinum for me, that would be real nice.
Excellent. And they have no intention of fixing it, you say?
Yeah, no, the devs were just like, oh, that's neat. You know? Whoopsie doopsie. Oh well. Do you know what though? I feel like there's some other games that could benefit from that. Like if anybody on Earth got the Fall Guys platinum, I would absolutely play a round of multiplayer with them for it. Because you know, that game sucks on its own.
Yeah, it looks like it's only really fun if you are playing it with other people that you know.
Even then.
Even then.
Right, what are we supposed to do here, my guy? We're going down after this base?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you say so. What do you mean this way? What way? Where the hell did he go? Anyway, so yeah, been playing some new games. Played a wee bit of Subnautica on the PS5, trying to get a nice, easy platinum since we've done that before. But I also decided to try out a game that has been on my radar for a very long time, and finally getting around to it, and decided to try playing it co-op with me dad. So, Returnal.
Yeah.
You know, this is one that I've been wanting to play since before I got a PS5. This Returnal for me was a console seller.
Yeah, and like when I heard about it, like I think the fact that I wasn't entirely sure what it was at the beginning, it just made it all the more interesting.
Yeah, now that I've actually played it and I understand exactly how it all works and what it is and all that. Jesus, man, what a game. I don't know why more people aren't raving about it. It should really, like, it's a lot of fun. So let me set you up, right? You crash land on an alien planet. You have to go explore the alien planet. But the way that it's set up is that every zone is almost like a snap map from Doom.
Right. Okay.
Right? So imagine it's just like a small section, but they all clip together randomly. So when you go outside into the map for the first time, you run through it, you do a wee bit of exploring, eventually you're going to die.
So it's one you follow the trail still. So go back. So if you head up to the path, you'll be able to see how far you are away by just swiping the wind. And you can, if you follow the footprints as closely as you can, you'll get to the end of this.
Oh, what a load of dog shit. Right, okay. But there's no more footprints, they stop here. They were abducted by a giant hawk.
They will resume if you keep going. There we go.
I like my version better, abducted by a giant hawk. Right. Anyway, so you're on the planet. You go out into the rooms, and it's like each room is randomly generated in its own. Like the rooms will come back. You'll start to recognize areas the more you play it, but the stuff that's in them, the enemies, etc., is all randomized.
So like it's like a tile set for a specific area.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Each biome has like a set tile set that it can draw from per run, per cycle, and it just kind of randomly puts them together. And you've just got to advance through. The more stuff you encounter, the more you'll learn how it functions, so that you can then be better at combating it.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have to work your way through the rooms, trying to discover more and more stuff, get further and further. You build up resources and find these fabricators that let you manufacture little upgrades. There's parasites that have a bonus and a negative.
Right,
And
yeah.
basically, it's a roguelike. You're just going through cycle to cycle, trying to get, a functional gear set, something that works for you, and just make your way further and further into the game. And I am loving it so far.
Well, I mean, it does sound pretty awesome. I did watch like a kind of spoiler-free review, and it seems to have elements of like a roguelike game like Dead Cells, while still having like randomized elements and bullet hell elements, and it's a third-person shooter for the most part, but you have quite a high mobility.
Oh, insanely high mobility.
Yeah, so it's a really interesting combination to be honest, and like I say, it's one that I'm really keen to get a go at myself. So like, is it so you would recommend it even at this early stage?
Incredibly highly recommend it. Don't kill the hostage. Come here, asshole. Oh, did he kill that guy?
Oh no, he's crouched down.
Okay, good.
You can hear him sobbing openly there. So we kill some more leaders, and we will get a new stance. We just have the two just now, I think. And water stance is for shields, I believe, which is the one that we have.
Right. So,
like, next time you come up against a shield enemy, try swapping to it, and you will see just how effective it is. The way that the stances sort of change up how you fight enemies is, like, a big part of what makes cutting through loads of enemies efficient.
Oh, it just sounds like a lot of arsehole.
Well, I mean, it sounds like it, but if you get into the habit of switching for particular enemy types, it'll become second nature later.
Okay, alright, I'll believe you. Sensei in the hot springs. Alright.
Nice, and if that is, it might be a hot springs that we can visit.
Oh, it looks like she has gone full dark side, my guys.
So it's Yoshi Springs. It's the place where the little village is below his dojo. That's where she's going to attack.
Are we getting... Is he trying to dress us down?
Yeah, basically saying that he's not kind of looking to resume training new people in the way of samurai archery, because he feels he's made a mistake with Tomoe.
Yeah, no, he has. Like, you're talking down to me for using techniques that aren't samurai. You're the one that's given the techniques to somebody that is now giving the techniques to somebody that is absolutely not a samurai. What's more disrespectful? Really? When you weigh it up, you know what I'm saying?
So there we go. We got a charm, which is actually going to boost the. We're going to be able to boost our bow use.
What the hell is this? Mythic Tales.
Oh, yeah. So this is one of the secret sword techniques. It's a pretty good little adventure, actually.
Oh, it's quite a ways away.
Yeah, we've not even. We could probably take in the Golden Temple on the way there, if you do want to try it.
Let's see. This is. I mean, it looks like that's ready to go into part 3 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Are we best just going for that, or do you think we should just run about and see things? What do you think? I'm gonna go to the toilet. I want you to come up with a roadmap for our progress. All right.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So, obviously, I'll be kind of looking for like input on this to see what you guys think. Watching away there, but I'm going to make the case that we go to Golden Temple. Because Golden Temple is one of the main hubs of survivors, and it is also where we will pick up a lot of other NPC stories. It also kind of acts as the hub for this section of the game, and it's a really good place to go back to because you can upgrade your bow and your armor and your sword there. So it is really worth going to there. And then from there, we can maybe go grab that secret sword technique, or we can recruit another. Another NPC. I don't know how many we'll get tonight. Particularly if the story's quite good and we're wanting to like carry on into. Up to the end of an act with the characters once we get to them. So I'll maybe offer him the choice.
What choice you offering me?
Okay, so what I'm saying is we have started obviously Sensei Ishikawa's
Hang on a second.
quest.
Thank you for the follow, Andre, and also hello, Charlotte.
Yeah. I can't see the follows on my side. It's like the only thing that it doesn't show me.
Right.
But what we were saying is, if you want to continue with Sensei Ishikawa's, go for it. But I think the next thing that we should do after him is go to Golden Temple, and which is that grey one just below Golden Forest.
Right.
It's unexplored territory. And essentially, yeah, this one here. So I think we should make our way there, either before or after more Sensei Ishikawa.
No, we've seen enough of Ishikawa. Let's just move on.
Okay, so Golden Temple. The reason that I'm looking to take us here is because it is the hub zone for this entire first act.
Where is horse?
It is left, I think. Yeah.
Oh shit! I just got a trophy for opening up photo mode. Hey, see on the stream, can anybody tell me, right? On the PS4, when you got a trophy, it blurred it out. Is that still a thing?
I'm not sure. That didn't. It is a bear.
Oh, sick. No, it's a person. Who the hell's this?
Yeah, kill that guy.
Who is he?
He's just he's just a Mongol hunter, but if you go and grab the bear's loot, that's more predator hides for you.
Ooh, 4? God damn.
Yeah, bears are worth 4. I think that like it's not just predator animals that will drop it, which is like but no. you get it from boars as well.
I don't know. No. Now my brain's got me. You took too long in the explanation, and now I feel like we are going to go and skin pedos. Somebody around here's like, yes, I take predator skins. Well, what's this, bear pelt? That's not what I'm talking about.
But yeah, well, we will we will get them from like non traditional predator animals. We will get them from wild boars as well. And the only two animals that we will not be harming is first of all the foxes, because we need to follow them to get to little shrines to expand our charms.
And also they are beautiful.
Yep, and also the deer. And there's a sort of there's a kind of story reason for that. I guess the deer of Tsushima Island are considered sacred. I don't know if you actually can harm them or not, but they're that rare to see.
Ah, bitch. Oh, who's this guy? He's a large lad, isn't he?
That's the big one, yeah.
What? No, guy with pokey thing. Oh, guy with hitty thing. There you are, you archer. Ow, holy fuck. Right, no more archers. What? Judo sword. Judo jump. Yeah, see, judo jump. Ow. Bang.
So for clearing out little places like this,
oh shit,
do that.
Hang on. Can I just? Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? That's not salvation. That's my butt.
Mm. And that's another thing. As we discovered on the previous stream, you can pet foxes.
Yes, you can. That takes the game a long way to being, one of the greats in my opinion. That's definitely a full point there. If you have a critter in a game and I can't pet it, it's going to go against you in the overall review.
Mm-hmm.
FF16 does very well in this regard.
Yep.
Ooh, singing crickets.
So there are, I think they unlock more songs for the flute, if I remember right.
Okay. I think that makes sense. Right, where are we on the map now? We are... Yeah.
Okay, so we are getting into the Golden Forest.
Yeah, I know that I've got a horse, but I'm enjoying just taking in the environments just now.
See, I did this a lot too. I didn't. I thought it was going to be a total arse to get across the landscape just on foot. But you get fast travel right from the beginning, and the game looks that nice that it's pretty good to traverse on foot.
Yeah, I think that's something that's really important when you've got such an open world for your game. Traveling through it by any means has to be rewarding. Don't get me wrong, the idea of like unlocking things that make it more rewarding to progress through it, Death Stranding being an excellent example of that, in that, first thing you see a mountain and you want to climb it, and then you do, and it's really difficult, and you're like, oh, that was great, but then you set up the zip line mechanic, and it's like, oh, that was great. And that means that just climbing up it on foot then becomes a ball ache, because zip lines are just so damn good. So hopefully it's not the same thing in this. I mean, obviously fast travel is going to help out a lot, but actually getting to an area for the first time each time doesn't leave that dull tingle.
So here we go. This is going to be one of our central areas for this part of the story.
Okay, let's go see what's in it. Hello. Right, so I can purchase Halfbow 2, which is significantly better.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well. I need a shit ton more bamboo. We're going to have to go and kill some pandas.
And if you keep looking around, you're going to find there is in addition to the bowyer, there's also going to be an armorer and a swordsmith as well.
What is this dirty
Oh no,
bird doing?
the bird's stuck.
Where are you going, bird? Do I have to catch it or just follow it?
Just follow it. It'll eventually land at a point of interest, essentially.
I feel like it went up this way, but I lost it in the golden trees.
Yeah. When they get further away, you're kind of really relying on the sound to find it more. But that's maybe a slight advantage conferred on people that have headphones on.
True, and the game's sound is lovely. However, I do also have a very bassy man speaking at me, and it's nice. Hey, a hot spring.
Here we go. Yeah, so here we go. So now we can go to the hot spring and contemplate our life. So if you go to the side there, there's a bit that just says rest.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And now we can contemplate our life. We can choose something to meditate on while we get our arse out.
Okay, what we're going to reflect on. Dad or uncle? Oh, I mean, uncle's the one that's currently needing help.
So, Ronan, no, I did not play Iki Island DLC, and that is something that I'm probably going to revisit now that we're on PS5, because I think the game gets an upgrade. I think you can upgrade to PS5 edition, and if we can, then we will be getting that DLC.
I'm pretty sure the game's just free on Plus now. Like,
Well, I think it is. Yeah. It'll be. I'm pretty sure it is on Extra.
I'm pretty sure that's how I got it. What do you mean extra? You've got a PS5 now. Premium.
Well, we didn't. We decided we were going to work our way up because at the moment, all we're really missing by not taking premium is game trials, which can be useful, but you do get demos for free anyway. And like for instance, Liza P, it didn't matter that we didn't have premium to get that.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that we're missing is the classics catalog, so like PS3 and before. And I think the lineup of games in that is not strong enough, I don't think, to warrant it.
Alright, but Wild Arms 1, 2, and 3 are there.
That is pretty cool.
Screw contemplation, I'm here for the butt. Right, I need linen for that.
Yeah, so we're going to pick up bits and pieces like linen and leather and silk and stuff by completing quests, and by like clearing camps as well.
Right, I guess we should do a wee bit of that then. I feel like what would you say is like the kind of like side content? Is it clearing the camps? Because obviously, like, I don't want to spend a million billion years on this, and people have said they spent 300 within a week. So,
so essentially, what we're going to be looking to do is if we can get the main quests done, like the NPC stuff, and we can get like all the secret sword techniques and maybe do like a bit of the kind of interesting camp clearing and stuff on stream, then I think that'll be fine.
Okay, all right.
We don't need to explore every single scrap of the map on this.
Should we do
and get
Lady Misako, or should we do the Heavenly Strike?
What are you drawn more towards yourself?
I am pointing directly towards the tail of Lady Misako right now.
Okay, and we are
Right.
going to get some cool armor for that.
Alright, we'll go this way, and then we'll go do it, and then over there, and then over to the Komatsu Forge. What the fuck?
So Komatsu Forge, we will actually go there in the story. If you go there just now, it's going to be completely empty.
Ah,
It is a major part of the story that we're going to do there.
Ronin attire, major legend increase.
Yeah, that's what Ronan said in the chat. It says you're going to be recruiting a lot of me. That's the straw hat Ronan down in the bottom left.
Okay, alright.
That's a cool section of the story, actually.
Can my horse come here? Oh my god, it can. Yes. Haha, doesn't ban me from riding mounts in town. Good stuff.
The Lady Masako story is pretty awesome, actually. So this will be good.
Right, so I want to track this and follow Dadwind. And look at this game. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it looked pretty good on PS4. It looks amazing on this.
Yeah. I'm thoroughly impressed. And that's another thing that I've noticed about Returnal as well. Just I've spent lots of time in that game actively not running or dashing, just walking through the
Yep.
environments, taking them in because the influences they're not even subtle in the slightest regard about where the influences came from. This is an alien love letter.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so good. Really, like, play Returnal.
Oh, absolutely will, because it's also available on the subscription thing. So
Everybody
absolutely going
play
to be playing
Returnal.
that.
Ronan, play Returnal. It's sick. You'll love it. It's got co-op. We can play it together. That's not what I wanted to do.
Well, you're here now.
Oh no. Oh, you can't jump down onto the horse.
Oh yeah,
Oh!
hey, it's lads. There was one other piece of news that I just remembered that I want to throw out there. Apparently, Sega are now officially done with the idea of doing what they wanted to do with their Super game. Did you hear about this?
No.
So, Sega wanted to make this like kind of overall architecture to put their games into.
Right.
Like a sort of game to house their future games.
They wanted to make PS Home.
Pretty much, they wanted to make like some sort of Sega hub, and it was going to incorporate like all the kind of kind of experimental shit. Like they wanted to do like pay to earn and NFTs and all that nonsense.
Awesome.
And they've now decided that that's not going to be a very good idea. And they've walked back on it entirely. They're not doing it anymore. They said that we don't think it's going to take off in the same way that we thought before. And they're just kind of having to like awkwardly walk it back.
I wonder how many horses' lives were lost making the glue they were huffing when they thought it was a good idea.
Don't know.
It's pretty cool. Can we take it?
It would, like, I have to say, it would be awesome if we got to do more like different samurai weapons, like like a Naginata or an Odachi, the big sword, or get to use a spear ourselves. But unfortunately, we are going to be stuck with katana the whole way through.
That's a sequel thing for sure.
Yeah,
Got to be.
that would be actually really cool. It would be good to be able to maybe spec into some different weapons. So these sections of the game where you're like investigating, this is very Witcher, where you're kind of like you need to find all the points of interest in your investigation area.
Those are some long games. I hope this isn't too much like The Witcher.
Nah, it's not. I finished the game in a reasonable amount of time, and I did actually, and you know, as you know, I did finish it. I completed it, mate.
This again, alright.
Yeah. So we're gonna be like doing a little bit of investigating like this. It's mainly going to be in like kind of the bigger story quests. We will get some minor quests where we'll have to follow like a bandit's tracks or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like thrown on as that much that it becomes complete drudgery.
Hopefully. Repetitious side quests is a thing that games can suffer from quite heavily, and it's never good.
No.
Where'd these tracks go? Okay, it's saying that the last point's up here. Oh man, I am lost as hell. Right, so tracks are here.
Uh-huh.
And then they go this way.
There we go.
Aha.
So over towards that other path.
Right, yep. Okay. Now we're cooking. Oh no, they're taking another detour. Ah, right.
So
okay,
occasionally you will.
Right.
Yeah, occasionally you will get little like little bits and pieces along the trail, like this unfortunate horse, which will help point you to the next bit.
Hello. Was she buffering that entire time? What happened there? She had a senior moment. Oh, I like the colour on her swords.
So I think that die is one that we can purchase. I don't know if we get it right away, but we do get dye to have that armor color if you're into it.
Oh, can I say another thing about the PS5 that I absolutely adore? I've got a snacks button here.
A snacks button?
I just press this little button and I can just eat snacks without caring about what you all think.
Oh yeah, the mute button on the controller. I've been kind of using that as well. It's great.
Oh, that was good.
You don't have to listen to my vape noises.
That's some good salt and vinegar. What's that? A wee bit of brew? Oh, don't mind if I do.
Oh.
What's that? A wee smoking? Oh, go on then. Go on then.
The trifecta.
It's a good night, boys. It's a good night, even if we did start at bogging o'clock.
Yeah, backshift sucks.
It is what it is. It is what it is. I'll do some behind the scenes on this to speed up the next few, I think.
Well, as I say, like a lot of the like camp clearing and stuff you can probably do off stream. There's also one of the things you will unlock as well is called the Wind of Vanity.
Right.
And the Wind of Vanity leads you to like hats and like kind of sword kits and things like that, and bow kits as well, because all the different swords that we'll pick up, all the kind of sword skins, if you like, they're all cosmetic. They don't do anything to the sword. It's just how it looks.
Where the hell are we? Oh. Well, since you don't have a family no more, how about fighting for my cause?
Yep. I press R2 to honour the dead.
Oh no, press F to pay respects, reskinned.
So poor Masako's been through the ringer. Her entire clan has been slaughtered.
Damn. You're going to be full of rage and vengeance, lady. You should probably take it out on my enemies.
So we're going to get a lot of... one thing this game does very well is drama. A lot of the story is very dramatic. There's not a lot of comedy in it. There is funny moments here and there, but it does take itself reasonably seriously in terms of the drama, and like there are some moments that just make you go, fuck.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the thing, right? I mean, let's go after them. It's one of those things where, like, if this was a game that was being published by, like, Marvel as a movie, then there would just constantly be, like, wacky bullshit getting in the way of it and ruining the immersion. And
yeah, all over
so
it.
when you have something that's supposed to be dramatic and it's just interspersed with non-stop comedy, it really sets a tonal shift that you just can't quite settle in.
Mm-hmm. Like the sort of jokes this game makes is like, you know, Sensei Ishikawa earlier on, where he was saying that the Mongols fight like drunk tanuki.
Ho ho ho! Good one. Fucking got him.
So she's giving you some armor to repair, and once you repair it, that armor is yours.
How generous. Hey man. Who's this guy?
That's Junshin.
Oh, hang on a minute. Are you the dude with no legs that's in the Uden Chapel, or are you?
So he is your essentially red cloak guy. He looks after this settlement.
What's the other one called? I forgot her name. Yusefka.
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 No, he's not Yusefka.
Okay.
He's not Yusefka. But yeah, so here we have the armorer.
You didn't even need to see a note. Sturdy armor that once belonged to the son of Lady Masako.
So there we go. We do start with those colours.
Alright.
Now, as you can see, if you hover over the Samurai clan armor that we just got, it tells you what it does.
Okay.
So now you're going to get, if you have that on, you're going to, so the Traveler's Attire is where you're trying to find stuff in the overworld. That's a good armor set to wear. You will have like head slots and stuff for that armor as well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't do anything. It's just it's just cosmetic. If you if you grab other guiding winds, you're going to be able to get to different things on the map. Like that Wind of Vanity will take you to different sword kits and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the sword stuff you get is pretty awesome.
Perfect healing parry, that seems pretty good. What else we got? Stances.
So basically
Ghost.
unlock combos with the stances.
Improve standoff streak. I can knock out 2 dudes.
Yep.
Briefly slow time and improve accuracy. All this stuff. Evolving tactics seems really useful. This seems like the god tier tree right here.
Yeah, this is where you're going to really expand like Jin's moveset. So you're going to be able to like assassinate chain people if they're close together. You're going to be able to like do the whole Horizon slow time thing where you use your bow. And you're going to be able to expand on all the the ghost weapons, the tricksy stuff.
Oh, it's so difficult to know what to go for right away.
Well, we are going to be regularly showered in skill points as we advance our legend, so
let's take the
do
improved
whatever,
standoff
man.
streak. Yeah, we'll take the improved standoff and we'll just start chaining through dudes as we're clearing stuff off. Oh, it's Jishin, how you doing?
Hello.
Of course, people are speaking Japanese and the weeb showed up.
We had a character that nearly had your name just a moment ago. It was Junshin.
Maybe that's like his Wario.
Maybe.
Enable armor loadouts in the gameplay options, charms and vanity gear to armor and create custom loadouts. Cool.
So yeah, you can like load out like you would in like Monster Hunter, where you put like a whole load of armor and charms together, and you could just switch in and out. So you can have your exploding set, you can have your sword fighting set, or you can have your sneaky set. And yeah, you can just jump between them.
Who's the sweeping monk?
So that will be the monk that you've been asked to find.
I was just at an awkward point where I was just far enough away that it wasn't showing the quest marker on the over map, but it was just close enough that it wasn't showing. Oh. Nani? Well, shit.
And something that we'll see as well, like you see, obviously the armor piece that you're wearing just now, it's fairly plain. But as we upgrade our armor through the armorer, the armor becomes actually more complete. So you're going to get extra bits added to it.
Look at this place. This is like one square of a place, and this guy's like, "Oh, sorry, man, my duties keep me from looking up and seeing people that are wearing armor." Like, you see, man, I'm a sweeping monk. I sweep. Dirt's on the ground, so got to keep your eyes on the prize. So nah, sorry, mate, take my job too seriously. Look up, you dick. Who's this? Gonjiro. Okay. What's your game? What do you do?
So you're going to love this. So this is your fan. This is your fan mail. This is essentially your Patreon.
Nice.
So everyone who you've everyone who you've saved out on the road, at all the settlements you've rescued, over time they will send you gifts through the gift altar right there, and you can go pick it up and get some resources.
Ooh.
And we got a mask out of that one, and 10 linen.
All right, we take those. And I can upgrade my traveler's attire if I so choose.
Or the samurai clan armor.
That's true. Let's. Oh no. Although. Right. That one's giving me kind of Hannibal Lecter. You know, like I want to eat his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. But
Yep.
this one.
I believe that's your director's cut face piece.
And the
Because I'm
immersion
pretty
is
sure you've
shattered.
got. That's your director's cut face piece. I believe you've got the like fancy armor for it as well, with like a bunch of different upgrades on it. But it's up to you if you want to use that or not.
Does everybody here that wants to speak to me have something associated with them, or are some of them just here for exposition?
Some of them are just here for exposition, but most of the ones that you have the opportunity to speak to, rather than just hear speak as you pass, most of them will point you to either a point of interest on the map, or they will be, the start of actual quests.
Right, so she's telling me about some music.
Yeah, so there we go. Map's been updated. It's a rumour. And the more people that you speak to in that way, the more rumours and things you're going to accumulate and get things pointed out to you that you've not explored yet.
Okay, I'm following. Swordsmith, let's upgrade my shit. I can't do that one, but I can do the little one.
Yep, you can do the stabber.
Yeah, might as well. What's first impressions of the game so far? It's good. I can see why people have lost a lot of time in it. The way that you just kind of go around this really well crafted open world and start opening stuff up and encountering people and exploring and interacting, it's very easy to see how people could get lost in this. I think it's something that you particularly would get absolutely absorbed in because you're a big massive weeaboo and you get to be a swordy boy, but you can also be a ninja boy if you want to be a bad lad. Go against your samurai honor.
Yep.
But realistically, I'm not far enough into the game. But I'll tell you what, see, out of the games that I've played this year, this is going to be one of the hardest game of the year, like for games that I have played this year, run down at the end of the year. Because we've got FF16, we've got this, we've got Returnal.
Like so many bangers.
There has been some heavy hitters getting opened up in this house these days, let me tell you.
Wall-to-wall bangers.
It's nice because we've been existing in a sea of shit for a while, and it's just like, oh man, yeah, no, this is why we play games. This is it.
Yeah.
Once I mean, platinum, on you go.
I was going to say, and I mean, with this game, like, just wandering through this area, just like the way the lights hit and everything, and the color of everything, it's fucking great. So we have to tail him now. So we are entering stealth mode.
All right. Where the hell is he? Oh, there he is.
So there he is there.
Ooh, I see you.
Yeah, so we're going to get like little patches of stealth grass to hide in as we go along here as well, as well as the rocks to hide behind. He is edgy though. Every so often he turns around.
Yes, he knows he can feel the heat in the back of his neck. He knows I'm watching him. But he can't see me because I'm in the grass. If this was Gollum, Jin would have turned completely, like, they just turned all the colour off of him.
Oh. Watch out.
That's cool, I've got a tree between us. Yep, Just deer, that's right, my dude. Don't have to worry about nothing.
And I think that like the good thing about this, like these kind of stealth segments that we get, is there's not really like a wrong answer. You can like tail right behind them as you're doing, or you could have went up onto that cliff to the left and just watched them from a distance.
See, I like
This
the
little
idea.
trench is helping too.
I like the idea of him seeing me, and I just shuffle just behind the tree, and he's like, "Ah, must have been the wind." We'll just get up behind this wee rock here. This has just turned into like a cartoon now.
Yep, just leaping between rocks.
Right, get back here. What the hell?
So this is him led you to his pals.
Oh shit. Oh man. We weren't sure before, but you just oh, these people need to stop self-smoking. So many great games. How are you getting on with Persona 5? Another great game.
Another one that's on my hit list ultimately.
You still not played that?
Still not played that.
Bitch! Where's the next guy? Bitch! Where's the third guy? Jen says, bitch! Another one for good measure.
It feels pretty good to do that, which I think is probably why I was samurai for quite a lot of the game.
You're right, it
I
does
really
feel
enjoyed
good.
the sword fighting.
There we go. Hey, boy. Right, you've got a shield. Time for water stance. Ah, no, time for healing.
So there we go. That was 2 hits to break his guard, rather than the 3 or 4 it would usually be.
Ooh. That guy's not going home.
Nope.
Get your stick away from me. Ow. Water stance is yeah, I know.
Yep.
I know. I'm just trying to hit game.
He's doing it. Game, he's doing it.
I knew what I was doing. I was just trying to break through. Oh, it's not gonna keep doing that, is it?
That was the patty tip.
It wasn't. That was. I just tried to do something my way, and the game held my hand, took the controller at my hand, and just went no, 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 no. I'd be like, can you imagine if you tried to attack a Pokemon in Pokemon with your Pokemon, but you were using an element that wasn't super effective, and the game was just like, what? Why would you?
Does do that now.
Why would you? Does it?
Well, I mean, one thing it does that I have seen it do is it does like really kind of like egg you on when you use super effective moves. Like, you know, like some of the characters that you fight against, like if you use a super effective move against them, they were like, "Oh yeah, I should have known you'd gone for the super effective hit," and then like. And we're like, of course, because that's how you play Pokemon. That's how you win.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't know, and sometimes you're really baked, and you press the wrong thing, and that's part of the game. How many like great Nuzlocke runs have been ended by a misclick?
Oh God!
And now the game's just going to be like, come on. There's no way you meant to press that button. No, we're going to wind things back a little bit. Okay, try again. Don't give me auto mulligans.
I want to go back to I want to do a Nuzlocke stream again at some point. That'd be great fun. It was really fun when I did it before.
I don't know. I think Nuzlocks are a bit. I don't know.
I think to be honest, I think it's the only way I really get any fun out of Pokemon games anymore.
It's definitely the way that I choose to play them going into new ones, so that I get to have a bit of challenge. It is like definitely a more fun way to play, but it's just that I don't know. Like Nuzlocks inherently have Pokemon games have a shit ton of grinding, and unless you're doing them between streams, like doing the grinding between streams, a lot of it just becomes you sitting there trying to think of things to talk about while you're just triple speed running back and forward, trying to grind out experience and hoping that Diglett doesn't use Cataclysm 10 or Magnitude 10 or whatever it is to just end your
Yeah.
run. Ooh, a list of conspirators, sick. Yeah, I don't know, like, unless it's something particularly interesting, like, Jishin, for example, was doing a stream of the Pokemon Fusion, which...
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, so I feel like when you're doing Nuzlocke, if you're doing one like Pokemon Fire Red or whatever, right, it's stuff that everybody knows that game. Like, everyone knows that game. Everybody knows how it works. They know what Pokemon are going to show up. They know type advantages. They know stuff like that. So we're watching to watch you to see if it's like Formula One at that point. We're watching to see a crash, but there's no guarantee a crash is going to happen. Whereas when you've got something like the Fusion one, you're being shown something you've never seen before every time.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
inherently more interesting than just waiting to see if somebody crashes. So
Well,
I feel like if you're doing a Nuzlocke, you have to have some unique selling point that makes it more interesting.
Well, that's why when I did mine, I did it as a randomizer, just so that we wouldn't know what kind of Pokemon we'd be getting. We wouldn't know what kind of Pokemon the enemy would have. And we did a couple other things to the game to like increase like trainer Pokemon's level and to make prominent fights in the game all have a full team of 6. And Pokemon a certain level couldn't be like unevolved or baby Pokemon. So that was a few things that I did to it to try and make it harder. Because like because Pokemon's consistently marketed to a young audience, we don't really have many difficult Pokemon games. Not anymore, anyway. Oh, your legend has grown.
The people's hope.
And we get a new ghost technique.
Ooh, I can either get Black Powder Bomb, Smoke Bam, Sticky Bam, or a Wind Chime.
Yeah, Wind Chime is your sort of Solid Snake throw a distraction thing. It's the picture frame.
I mean, all these have their merits, but I'm torn between Black Powder and Sticky. Because that just eliminates a threat, but that has the potential to eliminate many threats.
Yeah, plus later on, if I can just make it even more difficult for you, the Smoke Bomb. If you do that one and you start expanding on your assassination stuff, you're going to be able to bomb the area and assassinate a bunch of people in the smoke.
All right.
And it's a good thing to do as well. Like, see if you're trying to, if you're surrounded and you want to just get out of there, it's like you can throw a smoke bomb and just jump out and reposition.
And that makes it a blinding smoke bomb. Healing incense smoke bombs? How the fuck does that work?
Yeah, you get a little heal.
Nah, I'm starting to call shenanigans on this. Like, okay. I'm only going to suspend my disbelief so far. Press up and down to switch weapons. Okay. Cool. So that's another one down.
Yep, it's another part of Masako.
So from here we're heading down to the Heavenly Strike.
Yeah, so that will get us a new sword, and of course a new sword technique. It is pretty cool, this one. They're all, to be honest, they're all pretty cool. The best one is you can see them in the menu. It doesn't like hide from you what they are, but there's like one that's like a triple slash, and it's basically like Cloud's triple slash in 7 Remake. Nice. You just leap between 3 enemies.
If you were going to be living the life of a samurai... Wait, who's shouting on me? Hello?
A wild quest appears.
Frustrated sigh. Yeah. Well, wait, what? That looks like a Dark Souls screen.
It does. So basically, this is just, you know, it's the game's way of telling you that this is not like this is a moderate quest. You know, It's not like a little throwaway one. It is one that, you know, has a bit of substance to it.
Right, let's do it. Wait, camera better. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah. Where's the next dude? Oh, you suck! Where's your friend?
There we go.
Actually,
all in one go.
Oh.
Two big boys to go.
Oh shit. Ow. Ah shit, somebody's got a bow and arrow. Oh, oh, that was so lucky. Oh, good, I killed him. Nice. Ow.
Yeah, they kind of bypass block with a lot of their attacks.
They sure do. Okay. Put your arm down.
It's because you're in water stand still, yeah.
Oh. Well, I've not jobbed out during the combat quite as often as I was last time, so I feel like I am improving.
Yeah, it's definitely progress.
These environments are just insane.
So we are going to get as well, like, there are shrine puzzles for some of the big, like some of the bigger, like kind of charms we're going to get.
Mm.
And they are like kind of platforming exploration type puzzles where we like traverse over like a really unusual landscape, because usually the shrines are set up in a sort of weird way. And yeah, they are really good fun. It's essentially you're just like kind of wall climbing your way to the top in a lot of cases, but the views from the top and the locations that they're in, they're where this game is at its best for its views.
Oof. Alright, it's not looking good for the family.
Nope, it is not.
Oh, bodies, multiple. Oh, it's... Uh-oh. That's not promising. Well, if we didn't find the bodies, we don't know. Maybe the child dropped the toy when he was dragging the guards' bodies into the water.
Because
he's a prodigy. What did you say? Oh, this guy's... He's begging to play Sudoku. Are we gonna send him to the Golden Temple? Is that how we populate it? Just by finding people whose families have been butchered by the Mongols?
We do get the opportunity to send people to like safe places like that as we go along. There's another charm.
Nice. Alright. How far away from... Okay. Why can I not use Dadwind?
Because you don't have a target. You've just finished that quest.
Oh.
There we go.
There we go. Thanks, Dadwind. I feel like there's something there between Mufasa and my father, but I can't quite connect the pieces yet. Mufasa.
Oh, there's a bird.
Oh, Burby. Alright, where are we going?
So this is actually a good way to do it. If you do end up seeing a bird, you can always navigate back to the quest that you're on once you've found what it's taking you to, because it's usually worth it.
It feels like the bird's taking me to my quest. Thanks.
Yeah, looks like it is taking you straight to Yamato.
Thanks, dude. Hey, man.
誰が殺した？恐ろしい侍です。奴は重則の試練一戦について教えろとわめいていました。答えを得られぬと知るや、怒りに任せ切りつけたのです。答えとは何だ？見当もつきません。語りを聞かせろ。狙いを見定める。
Here we go.
Oh, this is awesome.
イカズチと大風島を襲い蹴り、イカズチの朽ちたる土より稲妻の獣いでたり、獣さが荒ければ里にて暴れ破壊の限りを尽くす。早くてせんことをあたわず、かの稲妻の獣を果たしあたう者あらば重則のみぞとて義と対馬第一の早業の武者を頼みけり。 刀を持って遅れを取らず編み出したる秘剣を試練一戦と称す。人の眼にて見ることあたわざる技なり。重則は村の獣を釣り出して小松ヶ浜へ誘いたり、砂が捉える獣足、獣二人と渡り合い、稲妻に砂は灰となり木は炭となる。 心とばかり重則は試練一戦なれぎりで最後の獣が発るほど雨雲去りて空は晴れ対馬はことの中に蹴りその後重則隠れすみていで会う者もまれなり類なき勇と腕とを示しし者のみに試練一戦の奥義を伝う大風来たる時刀を重則のいおりに捧ぐ ありどころを知る弟子のまた獣シーゾ剣との思いなればなり。
So there we go.
Wait for a storm, plant the sword.
Yeah, in the particular place we need to find Shigenori's rest.
Cool.
So we need to find the survivor first.
All right. And that is allegedly this way. Ah, this looks like the bridge. Okay. We really are just feudal Batman. Oh, hi. What you doing?
But yeah, all of the mythic tales, as Ronan says, they were one of his favourites just for those animations. All four mythic tales do have like fully drawn animations like that.
That's great. It's such a cool aesthetic. So I feel like leveraging it at every opportunity is absolutely something that's going to go in their favour.
Yeah.
It's not one of those ones where I feel like it's going to become obnoxious if they do stuff like that.
Yeah, because it's not real heavy on the fantasy or mysticism. It is fairly kind of true to life in terms of, you know, the way it puts out its fiction. But there are like little bits of like mysticism thrown in there. There's like you know, these crazy sword techniques that we can pick up. There's like legends of like creatures that, you know, maybe don't turn out to be exactly the creatures that we're expecting, or maybe they do. So like it kind of keeps you guessing with just how much of the fantasy stuff it's going to throw in.
Mm. I feel like that it feels in a way that it's grounded in realism. You know, I feel like the way that magic and spiritual creatures are implemented into a real kind of realistic setting that has almost levels. And this is such a level where if stuff like this was in our world and was true, I don't feel like too many people would be really like shocked about it, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me because I love that kind of shit. Oh, hi. These guys are cool with the double swords.
Yeah.
Okay, Mongolian. Where are they? Am I sneaking in or am I... Sneak in for now. Steal their supplies. Right, how's that switch between my stuff again? Like that? Nope. Oh, it's not like that. Did it not have any smoke bombs?
So it's the same. I think it's the same button that you use for stances, but you use the directional buttons.
Ah,
yeah.
Ah, yes. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Kia! Was that a kick?
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god, yes. Come here. Yeah. Ow. I deserved that. Right, let's get the build between me and the archers. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't shit. God, the combat is satisfying.
Yeah.
Once you get into a flow, it's really satisfying. Right, where are these archers? Ah! Right, well, found them. Judo kick! Damn it. Judo kick! It's my new favourite move.
I can't remember. I think we do get to upgrade the kick as well.
Oh, better.
Or either that, or there is a stance that gives us a. I'm pretty sure there is a stance that gives us like a kick to the face as a move.
What I want is a Liu Kang bicycle kick. Is that too much to ask?
So, Ronan's saying hold in triangle in water stance. that might give us our kick. No, that's okay. What about in the stone stance? Does that do anything? I think it's a stab. Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
stab with it. So I think there is another stance that we get which will give us a kick with triangle. I'm pretty sure.
Right. Okay.
That
I mean, all we
might be
can do
wind.
is play it. How long you want to go
must
tonight
be wind
since we started late?
Well, do you want to go to the end of the Heavenly Strike?
Yeah, that sounds
And then
good.
that's a nice natural stopping point for us.
Yeah, that sounds like a good place to stop, and I'm getting kind of hungry, so that means I won't have to wait too long to get some food in me.
Plus, the end of this quest is pretty cool. It ends with something that I think is a real strong point in these games, but I don't want to spoil it.
All right, let's have it. Search the watchtower. Where's the watchtower? No, must be down.
Yeah, it must be in this bottom room.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah, got it.
重則の話は猛虎にも伝わっておる。古賀は法師の語りと比べたのか。試合場だ。これを探しておったか。
A dueling ring. Oh, am I gonna have to duel this guy?
この近くに白い葉をつける木があります。
そこが行き先。助かったぞ。安全な場所へ逃げろ。
承知しました。あの獣を倒してください。
The sound design in this game's exceptional.
Yeah. So there is, I think there is a vantage point that it's going to lead us to that you'll be able to see the trees that they're talking about.
Do I have to?
So we have a bird as well.
Oh shit! Oh right, okay. No, I didn't want the horse. Oh fuck it! I'm stealing this horse now, I guess. For that much of a distance.
Just for a little bit.
The bird, I think, came up this way.
Yep, there he is. Oh, he's taking to the hot spring. There we go, more health.
Oh. That was well hidden. Where's the respite? There we go. Show me that booty.
Yep, we get a look at Jin's ass and meditate on more things.
Alright, what are we going to meditate on this time? Let's think about the warrior's burden.
武士の道もこれだけ心地よいものなれば良いのだがな。
Very insightful. I can see why he needs these moments to contemplate. He's asking the big questions.
Like I say, I can't wait till we get to our first haiku minigame. That's great.
Sounds awesome.
So we're looking for, there is a white leaf tree up here somewhere.
Why is this place on fire? That doesn't seem right. Judo kick.
So see these these torii gates that we're seeing on the road here. Make your way through those. She'll have something to say about the path.
武士と知っていながら俺を止めるのか。どういう了見だ。
私の役目は神社を守ること。この戦が終わった後、神のご加護を再び求めて、民が詣でに来るときに 鳥居がなくては困るでしょ。
今こそ加護がいる時だ。
そうですが、社への道は険しく、私も一度参ろうとしたところ、途中で死にかけました。
俺ならたどり着ける。木登りも崖登りも得意であったからな。
もし社まで行けましたら、島のためを。
So now we're getting introduced to one of the shrine climbing things, just within a quest.
Alright, let's have it. I watched a very interesting video earlier on about a world record for climbing a tower in Final Fantasy XIV.
Right.
Yes, I can see why you feel like this path is too dangerous for people to climb.
Yeah, just a whole load of burning wreckage.
Yeah, secrets are beginning to reveal themselves. Oh, I nearly fell to my death. Oh, was it like a steep cliff edge? Was it slippery? Was there like loose rocks? Like, no, it was on fire.
So we can leap to that, I believe.
Nice climbable branch. That was the most awkward way to get into that space I think he could have managed. Get some of this good wood. And some bamboo. And some flowers. A pretty flower for my sweetie. Ah, right, okay.
So here we go.
Can I just... Is there something down here? Another flower that didn't catch fire.
Yeah, I think that's just another way around that burning portion that we got to before.
Ah, right, I see. So there is like multiple paths through these.
Sometimes, yeah.
I was trying to do the returnal air dash there. Didn't quite work. Again, freedom of movement in that game feels exceptional. It's a very fast game.
So Ronan says, I think this is the first game you streamed that I've played, and trying to mention things without spoiling is hard, even small things.
Don't worry, I won't hold it against you if you do. Everybody gets one. Even I spoiled something for my friend the other day. I felt terrible. But don't worry, I won't tell you that Sephiroth kills the bad guy at the end of FS16.
So here we go. We can honour the shrine. We're going to be able to get the white leaf tree, which is literally just over there.
Just need the winged sandals of Hermes so we can jump the chasm.
And from this, we are going to get one of the big charms.
Kagu Sushi. Charm of the Kami of Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I've got 3 of these. Deals bonus damage with a 50% health or less. Okay, not bad. 15% increased in knocking and reload speeds. 7.5% health when healing. Let's go for that.
Okay, and as we do more foxes, we'll get more charm slots.
Ah, you're fine. I don't want to hear this samurai complain that he skinned his knees jumping across a chasm.
Ow!
Ah! Oh, that was sore.
Ah! So there is a way we can make our way down from here, just over here.
Yeah, I was going to say, the game's not going to make me turn around and go back down the fucking mountain, like the other way, is it?
Through all the flaming debris.
Yeah.
No, usually there's a quick way down from these shrines as well. And even if there's not, like, see if you go back to, I think it's like just in front of the shrine where you actually get the charm. There's like a like a button you can press. I think it's just like you press X to interact and essentially just go to the bottom. It's like a fast travel to the bottom.
I want to pet the deer.
Did you know that there's a park in Japan where you can go to and feed deer from your hand, and they will bow for the food.
No,
They have learned over time that, you know, because obviously a bow is a very common greeting in Japan. And there's different levels of bow depending on, you know, how much respect you want to convey to someone. And the deer have over time they have learned that bowing to the humans that come to visit them results in them getting fed. So they've learned to do it, and they will nod away at someone for for something to eat. You can buy little pouches of food to feed to them.
That's amazing. That's became a bucket list thing.
Yeah, Nara National Park, I think it is, as Jishin says.
That's awesome. I know that it's not quite the same, but there is a place nearby in Greenock where you can go and pet alpacas, and you can sit next to them on a picnic table, and they'll come up and just kind of hassle you while you're eating.
I don't know. Like a deer coming up to hassle you while you're eating is a little bit more charming than a seagull.
Alpacas are not seagulls. What are you talking about?
No, I know. I mean, like compared, you know, like I know, you know, like animals like deer and like alpaca. That I'd say it's a lot more. It's a lot more than what we would usually get. Is what I mean.
Yep.
The sort of animals that usually hassle you for food.
Right, these guys are being a bit too nuts. I'm doing the side. Ah, I'm doing the side step. Come on.
Yep. There we go. Got him.
Yeah. Eventually, when we get to like bosses and shit, we're going to end up with some Reddit hate coming up for this. I can just tell already.
So that was just a random peasant that you've saved on the road. You get a little bit of renown, you get some gifts,
Oh, that
and you keep going.
That wasn't even to do with like, oh, Fox then. Hi, Fox. Hi, Fox. Come here. Oh, look at that fluffy butt. Look at that tail.
This is generally how like exploration in this game goes. You set yourself at a task, and then on the way to that task, you're like drawn away to other things all the time.
Thanks, Shrine Fox. Nice. Where did that fox go?
Did he go back across the gap, or did he go to the bottom?
Oh, where are you, Fox?
Oh no, Fox Cuddle's denied.
No. I'll find him. I'm going to hunt him down like a T-1000. Where are you little ginger bitch? Oh, fuck it, right. Where am I supposed to go for this quest?
Yeah, you are right near it.
I might get told white trees, and I feel like I've ran all the way through the full length of the white trees out the other side and nothing happened.
But if in doubt, follow the wind.
And for anybody that's not been following, the wind is my dad. Ah, here we go. Some enemies in a standoff will tend to trick you with a feint attack, wait to release triangle until you know their attack's real. Right, okay. I see. That's so satisfying.
The slow-mo blood is so great.
There's lots about this game you can enjoy in almost every interaction. And it does do a good job, like when you get into the flow state when you're doing the combat well, it does do that a good job of giving you that, like, I've got giant gnarly balls feeling.
You get the doom nerds.
Yeah, doom nuts. It's totally a thing. Right, let's go into the house through the burglar's entrance.
Oh,
hello.
Right into somebody's face.
Apparently so, yeah.
So you can't free him yet because there's still baddies around.
Oh, where? Oh, there.
Ah, so later on we will get the hilarious ability to assassinate people through paper doors, and it is the best.
It sounds like the best. I'm quite disappointed that me just wanting to cut the door didn't do anything, because it is a paper door.
Yeah. It only really didn't do anything because you are given, you know, like a kind of expansion ability later on that's centered around it.
Yeah.
So that when you see like a silhouette of someone standing behind a door, you can do it.
Perfect. Now I can save this guy. Is this going to be the magic lightning wizard?
犯人は猛虎を連れた男か。
祖父から試練一戦を授かるため連れ去りました。
祖父の命が危ない。行き先は？
祖父の稽古場、小松の海岸にあります。どうか。
Here we go. The dueling ring.
Piss sake, I thought that was going to be the end of it.
No, we'll get the. Like I say, this one ends pretty good.
Right, okay. Before we get to it, then I'm just going to jump to the toilet because I don't think I can hold it. I'll be right back.
And the weather's starting to turn. So how are we all finding Ghost of Tsushima then? I really do love this game. I'm glad we got to play it on stream. King Kong says Samurai 47 much. Oh yeah, 47 Ronin. What a great film. Based on true events, but very, very loosely. There was no like Kirin or dragons or witches in the real events, as far as I know. There might have been. Who knows? Yeah, we are building up to something big here to finish off the stream tonight. The fact that we're heading towards something called that's been referred to as a dueling ring is not by accident. Put it that way. You, Kinetics, you were thinking of getting this, but have enough unfinished games already? Yeah, I hear you. My pile of shame grows all the time, and I mean now that we have. Now that we recently made the jump to PS Extra, we've got so many other games that are on our radar that we want to play, and that's only going to get added to. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of gaming for the rest of this year, I think. But definitely worth if you get the time to pick this up. This is in the PlayStation library, so if you are on a tier that you can get it, you'll be able to get it for free.
Recommended. Also recommended Returnal. Anybody that
Yeah,
hasn't
for
played
sure.
Returnal, play Returnal. I am loving it so fucking much. What a game! It's just really, it just, and it has
See, for
co-op
me,
now.
so see, for me, it was going to be a kind of toss up on like kind of what I was playing next between. There was kind of 3 games on my radar, essentially for moving on to after FF16. I'll still be playing like Hogwarts on the side, but like the other games that I've been kind of thinking about getting into where you have obviously Returnal. There's the Demon Souls remake, and another game that I've kind of had on my radar since I saw it announced, which was Solstice, is on Extra now as well, and it's kind of like Berserk, but if guts were a lady.
Ooh, now I'm interested.
Yeah, I'll send. There's a trailer. There's a trailer on the game on PSN where you can see it. I'll maybe send you the trailer after this just so you can have a look. It looks pretty good. It's kind of very much a spectacle fighter game.
Somebody cut the tree down. Did Sephiroth do this? Hello, arseholes.
Okay. So take care of the jobbers first.
I do like the feint attacks, they're pretty funny.
So I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it!
Oh, I'm gonna get you! Made you flinch!
And that's good, you've taken out the 2 big shield boys, which are probably they're probably one of the more difficult ones to deal with. Especially if there's more than one.
Ah. Starting to get into a groove with the combat. It's just a shame that I'm going to need to wait a week to play it again, and all that groove will be absolutely sank into the ground.
Well, unless you want to do some cosmetic hunting off stream.
That's true, but you know, Returnal. But also
yeah.
other games. I still need to play FF16 like some more. I've still got stuff to do. Is it? It's never just as simple. Oh, hi. Never mind.
Oh, here he is.
昔のままだな。
槍川が焼かれた様をお前は知らぬであろう。この15年もの間、わしは志村を切り殺すためだけに生きてきた。
叔父上に会うことは叶わぬぞ。
Big words.
死に際に試練一戦を授かったぞ。その身で受けよう。
So here we go.
Fuck.
A cinematic duel to finish us off.
Okay.
See you later, Jishin.
Take it easy, dude. What do I do here? Just like a QTE?
No, you're just straight in.
Oh. What's that shit? Oh, I get it. Oh, come on, how?
志村から何も学んでおらぬようだな。
I better get a restart, right? Yeah, okay, good.
早い。
So at various points during the fight as well, we're gonna like be able to lock horns with him, like when we get his health down a little bit, and that will give us some resolve back.
Awesome. Ah, you big asshole, what was that?
おい、随分とのろま
Oh,
だ。
here we go.
それは違う。この場で見極めたもの。
Look at the rain! Oh, it's really going for it now.
Oh, good hit.
Thanks.
There we go, you can do it. Yeah!
Awesome. Whoa!
技のみでは俺には勝てぬ。
Sick.
Okay, so we lay poor granddad to rest.
Very honourable. Very respectable.
かような最後があろうか。
Would be a shame if we decided to be a filthy ninjutsu.
対馬を守るためにのみ試練一戦を使うとお主に誓おう。
Beautiful. Perfect ending.
So there we go, we can now triangle and circle will do a heavenly strike, and that is essentially an unblockable attack. And we need to get the heavenly falcon sword, which you can check out in the menu.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
It's fluffy.
It is. It is fluffy. I'm not a big fan of the fluffy ones. But, right. That was a good one. We've unlocked oh my god. A tiny portion of the map. Next time we'll press on down onto the rest of Jin's story, progress this through, and I may do a little bit of just kind of map clearing for the stuff that isn't. Nah, probably not. I'll probably end up not playing this again until next week.
Because Returnal.
I just got too much to play right now, yeah. It's just...
Yeah.
Don't judge me. But we will be back on Thursday playing Final Fantasy VII.
Mm-hmm, we will.
It's going to be a good time.
It's going to be a great time.
Especially with what we've got coming up, Golden Saucer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Certain backstories are going to be revealed that if people don't know them, it's worth knowing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And before we move on, I'll finish upgrading stuff. Don't really use the bow that much.
So one thing that that I think will be pretty cool to see is if you spend at least some of your upgrades on the armor. At the armorer, you'll be able to see how the armor becomes more complete as you upgrade it.
Oh, okay, right, let's have a look. Samurai clan armor, this will give me...
There we go, so see you've now got a helmet
yeah.
on me.
Oh, okay, alright. I like it when I need more supplies. Ah, goddamn. To get a massive increase to health. Ah, shit.
And that's the case for all the armor sets. As we upgrade them and we continue to upgrade them, they do get more kind of feature complete and less hack-it looking.
That's really cool. I like that a lot. It gives further incentive to the upgrades other than just seeing the numbers go up.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be another rumor.
Indeed.
さような勇ましい民がおるとは心強い。だが少し気がかりだ。様子を見てこよう。
Azamo, that's way down south.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. It's been a good one, shockingly good one, to be honest. And we'll be back on Thursday. Not sure exactly what time, schedules and that, but you know, it is what it is.
Yep, we'll get there. And it'll be a great time.
Yes, it will. I'm really looking forward to it. It's. I know that I've obviously got a certain bias towards it because it's my absolute favorite game of all time. But you know, Thursdays are they're pretty hype these days. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Who's Tuesday?
More
like who's day?
Yeah, I've been really enjoying like kind of like doing all the voices with you on Thursdays, and I really like what we've started to do as well. Like we are the active time lore.
Yeah. I feel like that's a pretty cool feature that we can go forward with from now on.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, peace and much love, everybody. We are out of here.